tasting.
We're gonna throw a Mardi Gras party. I spent a few years for college in Louisiana. During that time, I got to go to New Orleans a bunch and celebrate Mardi Gras every year. I have a bunch of friends here in San Francisco that are friends from that time. I'm gonna make gumbo. We're gonna cook a king cake, and then we're gonna order out for muffalata. And I'm gonna make Divinity Candy, which isn't so much a Louisiana thing, just a general Southern thing, and jazz it up a bit for Mardi Gras. Oh, these are pathetic. Hopefully they zhuzh up. Oh well, we'll make it work. I have like a chocolate chip cookie recipe that I make a lot of, and I need to re-up my supply for the freezer.
You're just gonna serve that as well?
No, that's for me. I gotta run to Safeway real quick because I gotta get some extracts for the Divinity. And then a key ingredient in gumbo is okra. So we're gonna go see if they have it. Comes with vanilla extract, but I thought I'd try to make it taste like a mixed drink. Coconut. See how that works. Next, chocolate chips. These are for the cookies. Well, Vince, do I have a half a cup? Hey Siri, how many tablespoons are in a half a cup?
0.5 cups is 8 tablespoons.
Do I have enough of an ingredient? I thought that I had plenty of. Okay, so we need to have 120 grams of this.
I don't think that's gonna make it.
We might just get out of this alive.
It's happening.
It happened. Son of a bitch. Vince, sure still don't have enough sugar.
Oh no. So we are going to the store after all.
Yeah. Fuck!
Scan items one at a time.
Here's how you make Divinity Candy. Prepare your piping bag with your tip. If you're going for color strips, apply lines of gel food coloring with a toothpick or brush along the inside of the piping bag, so that as it's squeezed out, it has like a, colorful effect. In a heavy saucepan, combine your sugar, corn syrup, and water. Stir it together until everything is just moistened, then let it cook without stirring. You're bringing it up to temperature. You're looking for that sweet spot where it reaches the thread stage, or 220 to 230 degrees. While the syrup cooks, beat your egg whites in a stand mixer until stiff peaks form. They should be glossy and hold their shape. Once the syrup reaches temperature, slowly pour it in a thin stream into the egg whites with the mixer running on high. Take your time here. This is what creates that fluffy, marshmallow-like texture Divinity is known for. Continue beating until the mixture thickens, loses its shine, and starts to hold its shape. You'll see it transform from glossy to more matte and cloud-like. At that point, beat in your rum, coconut, and orange extracts. You don't want to go too far.
Do you need an extra hand?
Hold the bag.
Yeah. I can only do this one-handed though. So if it starts to tilt.
It'll start to tilt. Working quickly, put the Divinity into your prepared piping bag and pipe little kisses onto the parchment sheet. Let them sit at room temperature until completely set. That's it. Old-fashioned Divinity Candy, jazzed up for Mardi Gras. Okay, it got better. Learned some things. The chicken finished roasting after an hour, and I have put it into this pot where I filled it literally the maximum amount of water as it slowly is boiling away here, pulling out the rest of the fat to turn that into stock. In the vegetables, I've added 2 pounds of frozen chopped okra. You can use fresh by all means. Onions, celery, and bell pepper, the Trinity look-alike. And some spices, that's all I've added. So this is all just breaking down. As someone who doesn't come from a family from Louisiana, my gumbo is not like a traditional one. The recipe was made by my dad, so it's not fully the same. In like a Louisiana gumbo, you tend to cook the roux, which is the butter and flour mixture that you start with, till it's like chocolate brown. I don't take it that dark. I don't really put any seafood in mine. That's mostly because my husband doesn't like it. I have 2 cans of tomatoes here, a big can of diced, and another big can of sauce. I put tomatoes in mine. Some people in Louisiana don't, some people do, depending on where you're from. We're gonna let this get hot. Now it looks like that. Good bubbling on the roux. I'm gonna put the top on this, let it keep going. This has been going for a while. The roux is sort of a nice almond butter color. An andouille sausage. Stock is done. Pull the chicken pieces to cool off. Strain that rich stock directly into your gumbo pot. Let everything come to a steady boil. Once the chicken has cooled slightly, remove the meat from the bones, mince it, and add it back into the gumbo. Let the gumbo continue to boil, stirring occasionally and breaking down the vegetables until the mixture thickens naturally from the okra. Add a little more water if needed, then stir in the prepared roux. Stir constantly to fully incorporate it and avoid any clumps. Let the gumbo boil for about 15 minutes or more. Since it's for tomorrow, turn the heat off and let it get to room temperature. Put it in the fridge. My friend Ian is gonna come help me. Ian went to college with me at LSU. He's the bread guy. You wanna try one? I have some discards.
Oh wow, hold on. What am I tasting? Orange?
It's orange, coconut, and rum.
Coconut.
I was going for like a daiquiri flavor.
Yeah, I feel like you could use some green on where the purple.
We'll fuck with it later. You wanna make some bread?
Alright. We're making the Dong Fong king cake.
Murmurs of ricotta.
Dong Fong is a famous bakery in the West Bank of New Orleans that makes the best king cake. It's essentially like a giant cinnamon roll.
We're gonna try to make it into the shape of a heart, because it's Valentine's Day month. Start by blooming your yeast in warm milk with honey. Give it 10 minutes until it's foamy and fragrant.
Smells like pizza dough.
Next, beat your room temperature eggs in with a whisk.
Are we using all of this, by the way?
Just 10 tablespoons. Too many tablespoons.
Yeah, it's okay.
You think it'll be alright?
Yeah, we're gonna eat 2 tablespoons raw. It's called chef's treat, guys.
In a large bowl, combine your flour, sugar, and salt. Add in the yeast-egg mixture until combined, then the softened butter. Mix until a shaggy dough forms and everything is incorporated. So we think this is very sticky and wet and stringy, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Use your finger, figure it out. It's sticky, alright. Wet and stringy? Yep, definitely.
Tastes like flour.
Brave of you to eat raw dough.
Raw dough. Eat raw dough at your own risk.
Transfer your dough to an oil-coated bowl. We wrap this in plastic wrap and let it sit for 30 minutes.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna start doing a series of stretch and folds.
Lifting the dough from one side and folding it over itself. Rotate the bowl and repeat. Do this 4 times over the first 2 hours of proofing, covering the bowl after each fold.
See how
You'll feel the dough transform. It becomes smoother, stronger, and more elastic with each fold. Recover the bowl and place it in the refrigerator to proof overnight. While stretching and folding, brown 6 tablespoons of butter and set aside to cool for tomorrow. Morning of our Mardi Gras party. I already got the bread, the dough part out, and it's getting a little bit more room temperature. We're gonna roll it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Once bulk rise is complete and the dough has doubled in size, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. Gently roll it into a rectangle. Combine brown sugar and cinnamon in a bowl for your filling. Brush cream out onto the dough so the filling sticks, and spread your filling evenly over the surface, leaving a small border around the edges. Roll the dough tightly from one of the long sides to the middle of the rectangle, keeping it snug but not compressed. Repeat for the other long side. Once rolled, transfer to your parchment-lined baking sheet. Gently elongate it slightly to even it out, then shape it into a ring, or in this case, a heart. Pinch the ends together securely to seal. Okay, next step, we're gonna take a knife and we're gonna cut slits. Let it proof again until visibly puffy and airy for an hour to an hour and a half. Make your frosting. Combine browned butter, cream cheese, and powdered sugar together in a stand mixer. Add cream until you get a smooth glazed consistency. actually forgot to get this on putting it in on camera. So this has been in the oven for 32 minutes. I flipped it at the halfway mark, 350 degrees. Kind of looks like a heart.
Yeah.
It's a little round, but okay. Oh well. Okay, let me take a quarter cup heavy cream. We brush it on top while it's still fresh out of the oven. Hey, babe.
Hey, did you ever crackers or stuff for pimento?
Yeah, I got club crackers today.
Right.
Okay. Steven is on his way back from Sandy's to pick up our whole muffalata. Okay, now this just cools. We're almost there. And it's 11 o'clock. I got an hour. Oh, so much time.
Beautiful San Francisco day.
Yep. Hey, this is nice weather. Festive?
Very.
It's sick.
So initially you said you weren't really gonna decorate.
Yes, I say that. And then there's like a little nagging feeling of like, I could do a little bit. Steven likes to ask me, are you like actually having fun? I'll say, yeah, I will eventually have fun. So those will be for people to wear. If they're available. I'm gonna go shower.
All right.
Then I'll be back.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What'd you get there?
A big old muffalata. I don't really see the heart.
You'll look at him and be like, are you actually having fun?
Yes. I did that last night when he was mixing all the colors because he wanted to do another batch of the Divinity because the colors didn't turn out like the way he was hoping. He was just sitting there like getting frustrated, mixing the colors, and I was like, you don't have to do this. You could just serve the ones that you made and everybody would be happy. And he was like, no, I'm happy. I was like, okay. But I get to appreciate the benefits, which is great. We're a good team. I don't mind doing dishes and he doesn't mind cooking, so I mean, I think I definitely have the easier side of that deal.
Look at that.
It's gorgeous.
The muffalata is from a local place called Sandy's, also in New Orleans, expat. Probably the best muffalata in San Francisco. Sweet boy, I'm gonna need you to move. I know. We're almost at that party ready moment. I have forgotten to get the rice for the gumbo. I gotta go get rice. Okay. Got some butter and some bread. In the freezer. We're officially party ready. People are starting to arrive. Gumbo is made. King cake is about to be decorated. Rice is cooking. Muffalata's on the table. It's gonna be a fun little party. Do you think this is big enough?
No, definitely not.
Ooh. Green, gold, and purple are the official colors of Mardi Gras. It didn't quite turn into the heart that I wanted it to. But you know, whatever.
It looks great.
Where is the company? Because it sounds like butter and
Oh boy, candy. Thanks everyone for stopping by as we celebrate the season, Mardi Gras and Valentine's Day. Can't wait for the next one.